The two biggest fears in life, this is not me talking, this is psychology talking. There's two biggest fears in life is number one, the fear of failure. And the second biggest fear in life is that if I fail, the people around me won't love me anymore, right? And us being human, social animals, we want the people around us to really, really like us. I really do believe that when we die, we're going to be shown two movies. One's going to be the movie of the life you had, and one's going to be the life you could have had. And we'll all look at that movie and go, oh my God, why didn't I live that life? And you'll be questioning, but I really believe that. What is the richest place on this earth? Is it the diamond mines of South Africa? Is it the oil fields of Saudi? Is it Canary Wharf? Is it Wall Street? What is the richest place on this earth? The richest place on this earth is the graveyard. The graveyard, yeah. Do you know why I say that? Because that's where people are buried along with their potential. The biggest regret in life is I wish I'd led a life on my terms, a life true to me, a life not governed by the expectation of others. And each and every one of us on this call right now, to some extent, we're governed by someone's expectation of us, what someone's going to think of us. And it may be our spouse, it may be our friends, it may be our work colleagues, it may be our kids. But there's going to come a time when you don't care what anyone thinks about you, and then it's going to be too late. Books never written, businesses never started, talks never given, inventions never invented. And do you know why? Because that little voice in our head which says that I'm not good enough, and that voice eats us up. And there are people in your life right now who are telling you things are impossible, but that's their version of life, not your version of life. But we live our life based on what we think someone else thinks about us. Close your eyes for a second. And what I want you to do is I want you to think of a life on your terms where you have no obstacles. A life on your terms, a relationship on your terms, money on your terms, wealth on your terms, a life on your terms. What if you realize that to be able to get to where you want, you got to be able to feel that you have that already? That a lot of people, they're waiting for the moment so they can feel it. But what if you could create that moment so you can feel it? So you need to be able to visualize, you need to believe that you're there already for it to happen in your life. It's the lion's thinking which allows the lion to be the king. So then it's all about belief. That it's because the lion believes in himself so much, that's why the lion's the king. That the step from good to great is only one step. And the way that you can get from good to great is there's one obstacle in your life. And when you can break that one obstacle, you can fly. If we allow fear to dominate our life, we will never be able to grow, and we will never be able to live our purpose. And you have a purpose, and the purpose of life is to find that gift. There's something inside of you, something you're so good at doing, which you can offer to someone else. And the journey of life is to find that gift, and is to use that gift to serve other people. And I want you to understand that if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. And each and every one of you right now, you actually saw a life right now with no limits. And that's the way that life is designed to be. How you live your life is more important than how long you live. The only way that you can affect tomorrow is by changing today. Past doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what your parents did to you. Doesn't matter what happened. None of that matters. What matters is what you're going through today. What actions you're going to take today. But the question is, what kind of person are you? Are you like the lion, or are you like the gazelle? You see, because when the lion wakes up, the lion's going after something. The lion's got a goal. The lion goes out to chase. Where the gazelle is the one being chased. The gazelle wakes up and all it's doing, it just wants to run away from its problems, which is the lion. But the lion wants to go toward its goal. And for me, that's massive, that I want each and every one of us to wake up, that we need to be like that lion. We need to be determined. We need to go out there and make the most of this life, become more, do more, serve more, give more, to become that person that we need to be. But the question is that if we're going to become like that lion, what do we need to do?